Here's the last 24 hours in geopolitics. Russia sent another swarm of kamikaze drones into Kharkiv region, striking civilian convoys and supply depots. Local authorities report power disruptions in 3 towns and at least 8 wounded. Meanwhile, Egypt and Saudi Arabia signed a strategic maritime security pact in Jeddah, pledging joint patrols of the Red Sea to combat Houthi attacks on shipping lanes. Tehran condemned the deal as provocative, while Washington praised it as vital for global trade. On the U.S.-Mexico border, customs agents intercepted a surge of migrants using rafts to cross the Rio Grande. Tensions flared as Texas DPS deployed National Guard troops to reinforce patrols. Critics call it a political stunt ahead of midterm elections. In Southeast Asia, Myanmar's junta faced fresh protests after blocking internet access in Yangon. Students and monks defied curfews, chanting "Restore democracy," as security forces responded with tear gas. The UN called for immediate restraint. And in Europe, the EU formally lifted sanctions on Belarus's energy sector, part of a conditional re-engagement push. Brussels warns Minsk that further democratic backsliding would trigger new penalties. Before we continue, like and follow if you want to be updated daily like this. Markets are shifting. The US dollar slid 0.6% against the euro after Fed minutes hinted at pausing rate hikes. EUR-USD climbed to 1.11 while USD JPY eased to 142 on Bank of Japan's cautious outlook. Bitcoin dipped 3% to $80,500 amid profit-taking, and Ethereum fell 4% to $4,800 ahead of the Shanghai Plus upgrade. Brent crude rose 1.2% to $80.50 a barrel after the Red Sea pact, and gold held near $3,090 per ounce. On the tech front, Tesla released FSD Beta v12.3, adding automated highway lane changes and improved intersection handling. Early testers report a 20% drop in disengagements. OpenAI launched its GPT-5 Vision API, enabling real-time scene understanding and captioning for developers. In China, Huawei pushed HarmonyOS 4.0, the latest domestic smartphone OS with no US code, featuring AI-driven app anonymization for privacy. And Google Gemini gained a Context IQ plugin that reads ambient audio to suggest real-time follow-up questions. Which update stood out? Frontline drone raids, market swings, or the AI tool launches? Tell me why in the comments.